we are witnessing seismic shifts in global trade that present both challenges as well as opportunities in the reordering of the global economy. There is a shift from a unipolar to a multipolar world. This moment is marked by intensifying global competition and growing geopolitical tensions. Unilateral tariff actions are contributing to an increasingly protectionist environment, which poses great hardships and danger for the countries of the Global South. The uncertainty of the new trading regime has already negatively affected employment levels in my own country, South Africa, and is an obstacle to our economic growth. We are therefore supportive of meaningful BRICS initiatives that improve the resilience of our economies as BRICS countries and those of the Global South, and also strengthen the global multilateral system. Our focus is on strengthening and collaborating, diversifying our trade and investment partnerships with Africa, Asia, the Gulf, the Americas, and Europe. South Africa's response is rooted in the promise of an African continent on the rise, a continent that is rich in talent, in innovation, in resources, and untapped potential. Our vision is of Africa that is the beating heart of global trade, engaging the world not as a mere exporter of raw materials, but as a creator of value, a connector of regions and a catalyst for shared prosperity. We are working with our fellow African countries to consolidate the African Continental Free Trade Area. South Africa remains firm that the multilateral trading system with the WTO and the United Nations at their core must be preserved until all member states are able to reach their developmental goals. Over the past 30 years, the WTO has worked to ensure a level playing field in global trade that is free, predictable, and governed by a rules-based system. However, imbalances persist. Developing economies remain locked into the lower end of the global value chain. South Africa, therefore, reaffirms its support for the reform initiative that is being spearheaded at the WTO level. But we also say BRICS countries must participate in championing the reforms that must take place at the WTO level. We must redouble our efforts to ensure that trade supports development. Global trade must work for all of us. 80 years ago, the United Nations was established to build a peaceful, prosperous, and people-centered world arising from the devastation brought about by global conflict. We all pledged to uphold the pillars of peace, development, and human rights underpinned by international law. Today, however, an increase in armed conflicts across the world, fractious geopolitical tensions, environmental catastrophe, the proliferation of trade wars and continued underdevelopment, all these threaten the security and economic well-being of humanity. This underscores the importance of continuing to strengthen the work of the entire United Nations system and full implementation of membership-led mandates.